Hi Aquarius, welcome to your October readings. As always, keep in mind that this is only a general reading. Always take what it feels right and with what does resonate within your own life experiences at this time. If you would like a personal reading with me, please contact me through the email I put in the description box below. I have been thinking upon doing readings, special readings for each month in accordance to the theme of each month. And for this month of October, I'll be doing, because we are in Libra season and we'll have this new moon happening as well in this sign, I'll be doing special readings for relationship dynamics of any sort you would like some insight on. So if you would like more information on that, contact me as well through the email and I'll be glad to give you all the details and information required. Now, Aquarius, for this month of October, you may feel that a little bit restless into situations you want to free yourself from, situations that are making you feel a little bit on limbo, that you have been trying to find a solution from, that you have been trying to get an understanding from. And I feel that October is still going to um, take you into this journey of contemplation and needing to awaken to something, to some truth that is very deeply buried inside of you or inside someone that could offer you that type of clarification that you may be looking for. Others of you are simply very confused upon the direction your life is taking at this time. You may be trying to find, um, it's like energy wise, you feel that you are capable, but you feel that it's such a huge climb to get there, to get towards success, to get towards harmony, peace, love, whichever you want to attain, that is seemingly uh, too on a high position for you to be able to reach. So some of you may be feeling in October that you cannot reach something, or that something that you want to reach is very, very, very far from you, and that it's going to require huge amounts of strength on your side to get there, whichever goal, situation you're trying to get. So there may be here some feelings of you feeling that things are becoming too distant, things are becoming too detached from whichever type of previous emotions, feelings, passions they would steer and inject in your life. So some of you as well are missing the element of lust, of passion, of desire, of craziness back into what you want to attain. Some of you may be dealing with feeling that you are not you are not you are not heard. Your prayers are not being heard. That everything is too much of a sacrifice, or that everything is too much of an effort, and you may be questioning if you should just let go and sacrifice whichever you feel that is not moving, is not evolving as it should. So I feel that October is not a month where I believe there could be um, a lot of that action you are looking for a resolution to happen, but it's much more of a contemplation, of an awakening to something, a piece of the puzzle that it's needed to make sense of if this is indeed the situation you need to let go of and give up on, if this is a situation that is part of your ego, a part of ego-driven reasons for you to go after, or if it is something indeed that your higher self, your consciousness is led to do, and this temporary obstacles or this feeling of doors being closed or you needing to close some doors, it may come from a resilient energy that wants to come with you, a stronger energy, a warrior energy that wants to come forward in you to make you go after the way, to create a new way in your life, to make certain things happen. I also feel that some of you could have, you could feel that simply that life is not, it has not been fair so far to you. And sometimes this hanged man creates a little bit of too much of a victim mentality in certain situations that we feel we are stuck in, but at the same time we feel that we are being punished for. So I feel that some of you could really be you could be dealing with an element of um, needing to forgive whichever didn't happen the way you thought it would happen or the way you expected it to happen. Some of you are really needing to go into redemption of the self, to emerge in the waters of unconditional love for who you are and what your story has been so far. And by doing this, you can actually free yourself from whichever doubts, whichever confusions, whichever type of mysteries you are so you are so trapped in that you feel that there's nothing more than that at this time. So October can be a month where judgment of your options could not be clear. So you are advised to go into this strength energy, to remain strong, to remain um, in your integrity, to remain passionate upon who you are, to create, to understand aspects. I feel it as well. October is a month really upon self-discovery, to understand better aspects of the self that you have been denying or rejecting, and that has been feeding this frustration or feeding this lack of self-confidence to rise you above any type of circumstances you are dealing with, because change, it is coming. Change, I feel that after this hanged man is resolved, the change that you are looking for will be coming, and it's going to take you towards a new direction. But do you know where you want to go next? It's a little bit as well like this, is you know that you want to free yourself from something, but do you know where you want to go next? And maybe this hangman is asking you to open your mind to new perspectives and to understand the way forward for you. And also that sometimes we need to surrender the need to control, the need to know everything, the need to rationally explain everything to make sense. And I feel that you are growing through surrendering. You are growing through forgiveness. You are growing through letting go of this control and this need to make sense of whichever in your life is not making sense so far. And the Strength card actually could help you here. The Strength card is helping you remain very strong in your ideals, very strong on your passions, very strong in who you are individually, a force of nature, the force of nature that exists within you, that this hangman sometimes sabotages and makes you believe that it's non-present because of whichever things are not happening. Some of you may feel that there's a lot that is frozen in your life, and this is just uh, increasing this restlessness of this Knight of Wands that just wants to rush into action or rush into exploration and adventureness, when you need to, I feel that the horizon that you want to departure, or the horizon that you want to go towards, needs to be recognized. in a more conscious way, not just by acting because you are bored or acting because you are restless, but actually using your passion to act towards something that is going to be meaningful and productive to you, even if it seems a big quest or an impossible situation to attain at this time. It is not. Some of you are also dealing with feeling that you are not being, again, you're not being heard, you're not being assisted, or you don't feel the same amount of support or equality between the give and take. Some of you may feel that you lack the resources to take you in this journey, to take you forward with your life. Some of you may feel that money and conditionings of money are keeping you where you are at this time, and you may be perceiving abundance or the lack of abundance as a responsible factor for this frozen element, but it is not. It is much more an element of you needing to contemplate and awaken to a truth that you haven't yet awakened for, so that you can know which doors you need to close and which doors are to be opened for you, because you will get into this change, and this change may be something that on itself, if you're not careful, if you do not contemplate the situation enough, it could end up being something not negative, but something that as well can um, create a sense of disappointment from the initial expectations that you have created in the situation and rushed into action. So basically, for those of you who are feeling impatient, who are feeling that you need to do something, who are feeling the need to explode and just do something and not care anymore for the results, I would advise you to reflect a little bit before action in October, because you may encounter some obstacles, yes, but those obstacles are happening to push you into reflection, to push you into contemplation, in identifying what it is that you haven't yet um, surrendered to. I feel that there's something you need to surrender, because it could be surrender of the ego, surrender of fear, um, surrender of something, so that this way you want to go, it's much more a way of unconditional unconditional trust in you and your place in this world than what you have right now. I feel that some of you are doubting your place in the world, and so there's this sense of not being sure where to fit, where to go, what to do, what to say, what to believe anymore. Some of you are going a little bit through um, in October a crisis of identity or a crisis of faith, to awaken you to your power, to your strength, to your determination, to your integrity, to your passions. I feel that some of you really need to hang on a little bit more, to open up your chest to something, because I feel that there's something that's being guarded there, something that you've been silent upon or sneaky upon. There's an element of deceit. This could be you deceiving yourself, you self-sabotaging yourself, you lying to yourself upon the reasons of anything that you feel is not working in your life at this time, not putting maybe you're not putting yourself as accountable or as responsible to the situation as much as you may put others. But there's something in here that wants you to acknowledge your role in the current situation you are in, or in the lack of purpose that sometimes you may be feeling. Others of you are simply not opening the full game right now. And I do not feel this is wrong or this is right. It's going to depend on which type of energies you are working in. But what I feel is you can take this energy of the Seven of Swords to end up realizing where you have been lying to yourself, where you have been dishonest to yourself, where you have been avoiding yourself, running from yourself. For me, many times the Seven of Swords is the runner, is that person that does not want to confront the truth of their responsibilities, and so they run, they avoid, they go into shallow behaviors to not confront the situation, to become their own authority. And because I feel that some of you are in this hangman energy of a victim mentality or self-sabotage um, mentality, you may dismiss your role in the circumstances you are in right now. And this doesn't mean that, yes, others energies that you couldn't prevent or control are not as well responsible. But from the moment you attracted those circumstances in your life, something in you wanted it for you to experience that. Now, why? Exactly. The Hanged Man awakens you to a new perception, to a new understanding, to an awakening of your crown chakra, your perceptions, your information, the cosmical download of informations that you are needing to make sense of things. So, October is a month to start making sense of things, to start being more responsible on your actions, or simply more more conscious, more conscious upon the truth of your being that is related with the circumstances you are living at this time. So, Aquarius, I hope you have a great month. Thank you so much for all of you who have been liking, subscribing, sharing, commenting. I really, really appreciate it. And hopefully, we'll see each other soon.